Okay, guys, let's do this. Well, welcome everybody to F-Zero. I hope everyone's having a lovely evening and enjoying themselves here on Game Over. Game Over Cancer. Congratulations to Team Golden Fox for actually winning this. For those that don't know, it was between these two cars here. The Blue Falcon is fantastic. It is basically your average or above average car all around. The Golden Fox is really bad. Really bad. Everyone played as the pink car growing up. It's the Fire Stingray, which had like best top speed, terrible acceleration, best body, best boost, really good handling, everything that you'd expect. A lot of people probably didn't touch this car because it was just the slowest. It has really good acceleration, the worst handling, the worst boost, and the car is made of paper. If you look at it the wrong way, it will blow up. That's exactly what happens. So, that being said, you guys have given me basically this is the hard mode / low percent run of it. We're going to be doing Grand Prix mode, which is all 15 tracks, 5 laps apiece. That's 75 laps I'm stuck with this car. If we make it through Deathless, that is absolutely a miracle, especially as we go a little bit further. But without further ado, kick back, relax, enjoy those jams. Make sure you spam those jam emotes, the dance emotes you got. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourself. But let's enjoy ourselves the Golden Fox, and I'll try to drop some lore as we go. Throughout the entire thing, I will be on standard difficulty for this, the standard class. So, all right, here we go, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and count it on in, and we begin on 3, 2, 1. Go. I'm like, oh, we have an incentive. This is scary though. This is very scary. Well, welcome everybody to Mute City, the Night League. F-Zero was one of the launch titles for the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom. You guys are probably wondering though, how do you speedrun a racing game? Well, it's minimizing mistakes as much as you possibly can, taking the best lines. There is some speed tech and some pretty risky strats that you could do out here. A lot of the strats in F-Zero, however, are, you do things, basically to save half a second or you die. And I'm going to be avoiding that and going more so for the consistency this evening. We'll see what we can do with it as best as possible. But yeah, every song in this game is an absolute jam. Every single one is so good. Let's see if we can cut this real tight. Yep, that's real fast. So we actually avoided the, we were in the space between the gravel. I don't know why gravel stops a hover car, but the gravel and the wall there. You have a lot more forgiveness with Blue Falcon compared to Golden Fox here. Like, I could crack into the wall with the Blue Falcon, it wouldn't do too much damage. If I do that with Golden Fox, you will see literally chunks of my health go away. But nonetheless, we're going to try to run this pretty consistently. Man, that's a perfect line. Holy, didn't even have to even adjust. Now, if you haven't busted this game out in a while, I highly recommend go back and try using the Golden Fox yourself, especially if you grew up using the Fire Stingray. It slides all over the place. And you're going to see me tap the accelerator to kind of regain grip and lean into turns the best I can while letting off the accelerator. That's really the only way to maintain grip with this car. Nice adjustment, I'll take that. Leaning with L and R is a really good way to do slight adjustments. And another weird thing you guys are going to see me do is intentionally get second place, because it's actually faster to get second place than it is getting first. And that's a very strange thing to do, and I'm talking about the speed run, is because when you get first, it kind of pans the camera around, it gives us a little cinematic. It's actually faster RTA to get second than it is to get first. Wow, nice RNG, love it. That's the other thing that you're kind of dealing with here is the RNG of the cars. Oh, nice one, Blue Falcon coming in. What a jerk. Good thing we didn't donate for that guy, right? So everyone knows that Blue Falcon. Okay, 1 track down, 14 to go. Everyone knows that Blue Falcon is piloted by Captain Falcon. Does anyone in chat know who pilots the Golden Fox? This is a pretty deep reach for F-Zero, but maybe there's some F-Zero fans out there. I don't know. Well, anyway, no one's gonna know this unless they run to Google real fast, but it is Dr. Stewart. Yeah, apparently Root Beer Company didn't work out too good for him. Decided to get into the most dangerous races of all time. Here's the fun thing. Dr. Stewart is actually the son, and this is the deep cut lore. Dr. Stewart is actually the son of the father who designed this. In F-Zero GX, you actually can ask about people's machines, and he's like, oh yeah, it's the same car that my late father designed. And the fun thing is, the stats in GX and X, they rank body, grip, and boost. The Golden Fox is just trash in the entire series, just FYI. The body is D, which is one of the lowest possible. The boost is A, and the grip is D. It literally spells out dad, no less. So, fun little fact there for you. Enjoy. I've now taken up part of your brain with knowledge you're never going to use again. Anyway, Big Blue, freaking big jam here. The only time you're going to hear this. A lot of the courses in this game have a 2 or a 3 counterparts where they reuse the same tile sets. Big Blue only appears once. So, to quote Little Samson, you're only going to hear it once. GX is a fantastic game. And here's the fun thing that some people maybe don't realize. F-Zero GX was not made by Nintendo. It was made by Sega. It was developed in tandem with F-Zero AX, which was the arcade version of F-Zero GX. Namco, Sega, and Nintendo worked all together. So how about that? One of the best F-Zero games ever was not even made by Nintendo directly. They outsourced it. Yeah, shoutouts to Little Samson. Especially the run for that. We're gonna try to finish this up as fast as we possibly can. The next course we have coming up is Sand Ocean. The Night League is pretty comfy. It's not too bad. We got some good jams, good introduction. Not too much risk of death. Silence is a bit rough. Any one of these courses can kind of get out of hand, though, if you're not paying attention. Speaking about paying attention, we're getting on the front stretch here. Thank you, Blue Falcon. Little Samson's a tough run. Oh, that was bad. I was a little early on that one. Welcome to another one you only hear once, Sand Ocean. This is actually one of my favorite jams in the entire game. Lots of fun, tight turns here. I'm going to try to take as tight as possible. Too tight? That's okay. So it's, as far as minimizing time goes, it's trying to reduce the big mistakes as much as you possibly can. Just run consistently throughout. This is called blast tapping, where you're tapping the accelerator around turns to maintain grip and also maintain top speed. Here, we're going to use a tap of the R button to slide over into the pits. Again, a big thank you to everyone that donated for this. I was sincerely hoping for Blue Falcon because it's a much safer run. However, being able to showcase Golden Fox, something you would normally not see at a marathon, is actually pretty cool. Again, usually the fastest thing possible is the Fire Stingray, the pink car, which I love since I was a kid, and played as in F-Zero X and GX. But learn Golden Fox. By the way, folks, I should shout out the F-Zero speedrunning community that's out there. If you have any interest in this game, you can get into it very easily. The board on SRC is very well made, and all of it is separated based on different car, and you can do the individual leagues themselves. You don't need to commit to the entire Grand Prix. They're all separate categories. Knight, Queen, King League, and the Grand Prix, and then they're all broken up into the individual cars themselves, because every car is different. So, pick your favorite car, pick your favorite league, go do a run, and submit it. It's very easy to get into. It's very quick and easy to learn. And you can keep tacking on more and more advanced stuff as you go. And it's a very rewarding game to play. Like, this is just a fun racing game, hands down. It's amazing how much they knocked it out of the park in the beginning of you know, the Super Nintendo's lifespan. Obviously, a lot of people, I can't not talk about this, but Mode 7, you know, this was basically the showcase for that. Like, look what the Super Nintendo can do. And it did it so well. So some people, I'm sure you guys have heard the explanation about it. What is Mode 7? Mode 7 basically is able to take a flat image and stretch, skew, rotate in real time to give the illusion of 3D, or, you know, whatever you want. Pilot Wings is a good example of a launch title that was built from the ground up to showcase Mode 7, like the faux 3D graphic style. All right, 3 down, 12 to go. 2 more left to go in this one. Mode 7 still blows my mind. It's still fantastic. We don't talk about Contra 3. That Mode 7 was like sickness-inducing. The top-down view. All right, I gotta pay attention now. So welcome to Deathwind. I've already lost half my health. We will come back here later, Deathwind, and it gets worse. This one's not too bad, all things considered. We'll get back up there. But just showing how weak this car actually is. A couple bad hits, and it's rip. And we're trying for that deathless run. Also, hitboxes of the car is absolutely massive for no reason. And they kind of like vibrate back and forth. So it's kind of hard to judge to get around them in tight spaces. And there's a lot of them. Couldn't really do anything with that. Wild Goose here in front of us. Causing us problems. Oh boy. This is not what you want to see right now. Those hard hits are what we're trying to avoid ultimately. Survival is key. Speed is secondary, because anything is faster than dying. Catching back up. We got 2 laps to go here. So this one's like what some people call this the NASCAR track, because it's just the oval. We're gonna cut on the inside here. I think the Golden Fox is an awesome looking car, aesthetics-wise. It's just trash. It's so bad. And I can't really put it into words. I had said pull up the old cartridge, play it on Switch Online if you want to. Just try it out for yourself, how hard it is to actually control this car properly. Also with Deathwind, we have like this faux wind effect. It's kind of pushing you from one direction. That's why we kind of race to the side. We had a shaky start, but we have a strong finish here, which is nice. Okay, we're going to slow down a little bit. All right, here we go. It's the last course of the Night League Silence. A lot of very tight turns on this one, all 90 degrees. Blue Falcon not doing me any favors. That's fine, we'll get ahead of him right here. There's a shortcut. We're doing some air positioning here, kind of weave our way through. Oops, cut that a little too tight. We're gonna dip over and grab ourselves some health. Every track with the Golden Fox is a war of attrition. It's you versus the terrible durability. A lot of little minor adjustments you have to kind of make throughout the run here. We're going to try to go in the middle here. We let off the gas. We do an L turn there where you can lean with the L and R buttons, which feels so good. There's actually a lot more inputs going on behind the scenes than you might actually think. Almost makes you think I should have a input display up to kind of show exactly what we're doing. We never actually touched the brake except for one course. And that's the very end, and I'll talk about that when we get there. So let's talk about the F-Zero series as a whole for a second here. It has been... almost 18 years now since the last F-Zero release. The final release was actually F-Zero Climax, which was a Game Boy Advance one, oddly enough. And it never came stateside. So the last one we ever got in America was the Game Boy Advance GP Legend. Oddly enough, based on the anime, which I've actually never seen any of, oddly enough. But, so the last main console release was F-Zero GX, and that was 2003. And we are done with King League. Sub 14, not bad. It was like a low 13.5x. That's about where we want to be. Glitch Cat coming in with a big raid. Welcome in, everybody. Kick back, relax, and enjoy. F-Zero, we just finished up the first round of 2. We got 10 courses to go, 50 more laps here with your favorite car in the entire game, Golden Fox, I'm sure. Game over cancer indeed. Again, folks, be sure to donate. There's other incentives that are out there. Exclamation point D for the donate link. Exclamation point I for the incentives. Everything here that we're doing here today benefits the Canadian Cancer Society. Go check them out. Doing good things for a good cause. And we got plenty of action coming up this weekend as well, folks. Nice and exciting. Okay, standard Queen League. Let's do this. Welcome back to Mute City. Be a running theme for the beginning of each of these leagues that we have. Except they modify the track slightly. In this one we put in a cul-de-sac, or a roundabout or something. And a few ramps. One extra ramp, actually. And now it's evening time, which is kind of nice. One thing I should also kind of mention to you fine folks here as well. For those that don't know me, my name is RetrophileTV. Nice to meet everybody. I am a legally blind speedrunner. So this is kind of strange considering I'm going in over 400 kilometers an hour and stuff like that, but my left eye is my quote-unquote good eye. It is 2200. My right eye can't really be measured because it's basically blind. It's 2400 plus. But hey, it's been this way since I was a kid. I have something called juvenile X-linked retinoschisis. Basically, it's a problem with the retinas in the back of the eyes, how they take things in. Lowers central acuity, lowers peripherals, and I also have a cataract in my left eye. So, kind of weird. I'm sitting about a foot away from a 55-inch screen to do this run for you beautiful people. And it's cool. I love racing games. Oddly enough, and this may shock some people, I actually enjoy racing go-karts. There's an indoor track with professional go-karts, gas-powered stuff, that go about 50 miles an hour, and I race there fairly competitively. And that's just because they've never asked, there was never a vision test, they never asked for a driver's license, because I can't get one. That being said, but yeah, I race fairly competitively, because you know what? On a go-kart course, you're not really going very far. You can see what's in front of you pretty easily. So, no big deal there. Same thing here with F-Zero. I can see things very, very easily. Alright, one lap to go here on Mute City. This is actually the shortest league of them all, the Queen League. So if you're looking to learn one and kind of dip your feet in, the Queen League's not too bad, except for one small problem, which we'll get to then. Oh, we got first. Yeah, Chris, correct. All right, welcome to Port Town. We'll come back here again. This one, I think this is an underrated jam of F-Zero that gets looked over. Because everyone's all about like Mute City and Big Blue. This is a solid jam, in my opinion. And a fun track, too. This is a short boy. We got some magnetism here, these magnet strips that pull you in. Now there's a crazy strat you can do in Port Town where you actually use that first ramp I went off to jump across the water to here, and then you kind of get positioned back a little bit further, but it's actually faster. Unfortunately, it's one of those strats I mentioned earlier where you save about half a second, and then if you miss it, you die. And with the Golden Fox, it's even more precise. Also, my health is garbage right now. Doing too much yakking, not enough racing. Ooh, beautiful. Cut that real tight. Yeah, this is a nice chill run for you guys to enjoy, to kick back and relax to. That was an awesome randomizer, by the way. Super Mario RPG randomizer run before this was real nice and enjoyable to watch. Thoroughly enjoyed checking that out. Oh, it's great music. Yo, Lord Fancy Puss, thanks for good luck. Welcome to Red Canyon. This is the calm before the storm. Why do we not go into first place? We're cutting out a cutscene of getting first. It's actually faster to get second than it is to get first. Oddly enough. I know it seems counterproductive for a racing game, which is why, you know, hey, this is a legitimate speed game. There are legitimate speed strats. There's a lot of risk involved. Try it for yourself, you'll see. Don't delay, act today. There's only one person I know off the top of my head that has actually said they used this car as when they were a kid playing the game. Did anyone in chat use anything else besides Fire Stingray when they played this game originally, growing up? I know I didn't. What? Let me explain what just happened. We're restarting Queen League. Don't worry, it'll still be under estimate. My cat literally jumped up here and hit a save state button by falling asleep. Well, guess what, folks? Mute City 2, let's go. The cat contingency, not a death. Not a death. I have a very large cat. And he hops up here. He likes to hang out with me on the TV stand. I could have probably done undo load state. That probably would have worked. But you know what? It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong. We get more F-Zero. We get to hang out. I thought I hit a wrong button or something, and I looked down, and my cat had fallen asleep and had decided to use the keyboard as a pillow. He's such the sweetest boy. There he is. That is my cat. If you look at him, he's sweet, but he has like 5 brain cells. I was like, wait a minute, how did we get to Port Town all of a sudden? Well, I don't know what it is about. So I joke that my cat, his name is Houdini. I called him that because we had him since he was a kitten. And he tried to get out of a cardboard box. Unfortunately, he's gotten so big and chonky now that, I mean, he could not find his way out of a ham sandwich if he tried. But that being said, he takes up a lot of room. He's a chomp, man, and I also joke that he's a business cat. Like, he just wants to be near where business is happening. So here's the race against time. I put in an hour estimate for this. My PB with the Golden Fox is a low 45. It's almost like I foresaw this happening. I more so just wanted to put in the contingency of dying. Because if you die in this game, you have to restart an entire course. I didn't expect to have to restart an entire league. He's a very sweet cat, he really is. Well, my apologies for the technical difficulties, folks, but the good news is we didn't lose all of our progress. Lesson learned. Keep the cat away from the keyboard, or unbind all state-saving things. I don't even care about not getting the second place this time. We're just going. Yeah, the cat hazard, I love it. All right, well now, expectations of a pristine run are out the window. We'll just keep it rolling and having a good time. Hopefully you all are enjoying yourselves. I know I am. I'm definitely awake now, that's for sure. Yes! Yes, we got the dumb strat. I figured, what the heck, we're gonna go for it now. That was it, folks. That was absolutely it. I don't even care at this point. Absolutely amazing. So with the Golden Fox, that is actually a very tight jump. With the Fire Stingray, where you have a whole mess of speed to work with, it's not as bad. Or the Blue Falcon. Also, we're gonna die. So a weird mechanic of this game is you have to have a certain a certain position to qualify per lap. None of the cars really try to follow the road in any way. They're just gonna ping pong around for what it's worth. We're gonna try to claw our way back up there. The cat puns, they can start now. This is not good. We're on the last lap, we're gonna limp across. Good news is this is a short course. Wild Goose really needs to get out of my way. What a jerk! Wow! Well, there goes the Deathless. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, goodness gracious. You can play him for so many things. A sleepy cat is not one of them. So now the fight against time is going to be interesting for me. Can we beat the estimate with all of the problems that we've encountered today? That is now my goal. But that being said, no matter what, I absolutely love this game. This game will never get old to me. I truly adore it, and everything about it is great. The graphics were amazing for the time. They're still good, in my opinion. They still do a really good job of showcasing Mode 7. All the cars are designed well. The tracks are really fun to play. All the music is good. Nintendo, like, this is quintessential Nintendo. It was the catalyst. Oh my god. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, we're in the Queen League right now. We're gonna get through this. After this is Red Canyon. Calm Before the Storm. We then have White Land 1 and 2. This is what happens with the Golden Fox. You get stuck behind one car, and something like that can happen where you can't regain control. And here's the interesting thing. This course we're on right now is usually not a big problem because it's so short. White Land 1 and 2 are the first main hurdles. Well, this is not ideal. Still got second. Mute City. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a catastrophe. That's what this run's turning out to be. But you know what? You have fun with it. You enjoy yourselves. You do your thing. Let's get back. We're back finally where we need to be. I have very calmly decided to scoop my sleepy cat off the TV stand. And he has found residence on the coffee table now. So I believe we are safe. Let this be a lesson to all you budding speedrunners out there. Make sure that if you're going to run emulator for something, that you keep your cat away from your keyboard. And that you unbind, load, and save states. A cautionary tale for all of you. A cautionary cat tale. That aside, Red Canyon. Real great track. You don't even really hear people mention this, but this is a solid, like, soundtrack. Hands down. All right, 2 to go. So White Land 1 and 2 coming up next. They're silent killers to get through. And you'll see why. A lot of danger that are kind of hidden around. White Land 2 especially. Oh my goodness! Welcome to F-Zero, folks. The RNG car. You're going over ramps that can completely just mess you up entirely. I now feel so much better about giving a very broad estimate for this one. But hey, we're finishing out the night. Let's just kick back, relax, enjoy some stuff. We play games to have fun, don't we? They can't all be PBs. You go into a marathon hoping for the best possible run. And maybe this is the best possible run for you fine folks to enjoy. You gotta keep that positive attitude though, you know? Boo-goo, boo-goo, boo-goo. Hey, it's 400-kilometer-an-hour racing, you know? Stuff happens. Also, I swear, those hitboxes are way larger than what they appear. Pause it. Oh my goodness gracious. Why do I even look at chat? I love every single one of you so much. Thank you for everyone that is watching this train wreck of a run. In my wildest dreams, you can foresee so many things going wrong in an F-Zero run. Like, you realize it's a thing. It's gonna happen, right? Something's gonna go wrong. But this has been something on another level for me. I'll put it this way. So I have a nickname that I've been dubbed the real-life Charlie Brown. It's because I have luck like this. And now you find folks have had a chance to see it in action. I'm not even stopping at this point. Let's just keep going. Let's do it. Le Chat. This is a jam. So here's the fun part, though. So they did the White Land theme twice. Here's why this area is just a complete nightmare. There's ramps all over the place to get hit by and fly off. And then you have snow to deal with where you lose grip even faster, and it's harder to regain. Kick back and enjoy the jams, though, folks. I know I am. Oh, that was so close. So close to death. To my knowledge, I don't think White Land ever got used again in any other F-Zeros. I could be wrong. Maybe GX may have had one, I'm sorry. Yeah, get those jam dance emotes out right now. Those are good. If you dig a tune. Oh my gosh! I thought I was gonna skid over in first. I would go back and look at that. That might be almost frame perfect. Now the remix, White Land 2, this is the last track of this accursed Queen League. Remember when I said this is the shortest league of them all? Boy, that was a fun time. Now, this one here, if you don't know this mechanic in the game, where you can control yourself in a jump, you won't make this. You actually have to hold down to lift your car up. You won't make that otherwise. I'm sure you folks didn't expect to have some laughs during an F-Zero run tonight. But glad I could provide them, if that is the case. Yeah, we were finishing King League like 20 minutes ago. That's the amazing part. This course is definitely a gatekeeper. This one's a bit rough to do well and to do fast. And I'm actually taking this a bit on the safe side, because usually you're supposed to use the boost right here. I'm actually saving it for after the snow to make sure I have enough gas with this stupid car to make the jump. Especially when stuff like this happens right here with these NPC cars. the lap traffic. All right, final lap of Queen League. Please let this be done. I was going to move on to some new courses and new trials and tribulations. Okay, so that's definitely not a PB for us in Queen League. So the way that Grand Prix does work, we don't actually, like, there's been talk about being able to reset here, but we don't. So you just let it ride. This is your chance to actually catch up on chat, stretch. Yeah, just hang out, check out your times, that sort of thing. Well, here's the thing. If we have a perfect King League, we can do this underestimate. Even with all that. We have to have a deathless King League. And unfortunately during practice, I've had multiple runs where I've died on the last lap of the last track for dubious reasons. So, keep it tuned here, folks. The Schadenfreude continues. Alright, we're starting King League at 40 minutes. We got 20 minutes to do this, let's go. Thank you, much appreciated. Mute City for hopefully the last time tonight. So now they added mines. I don't mind clearing a few of these out, that's fine. We'll be cutting back through there again soon. It's a nice clean pass on Blue Falcon, I'll take that. Also, I don't understand the triangles either. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind doing that. We're trying to keep people safe. Get these mines off the course, shall we? So the good news is that there is one redeeming quality of the Golden Fox I can say, and that's the crazy acceleration. However, anything would have crazy acceleration if it had 5 miles, I can't talk, 5 miles per hour as its top speed. It may say that it's going 400 kilometers an hour. I don't know if I believe that. There we go. Finally got through there nice and clean. Are we in the acceptance stage now? Yeah, it's finally dawned on me. We could have had Blue Falcon. We could have had Blue Falcon, but thanks to the wonderful generosity of you fine folks. I sincerely appreciate every single dollar that went into this incentive, by the way. It was just something I kind of submitted on a lark, and the fact that Strizer and anyone else that was working on the deciding for the event picked this up, it blew my mind. It really did. And I believe if you look right now, maybe I'm wrong, I believe we have currently raised more money than Save versus Kill the Animals at the moment. Which to me, I consider a win, albeit temporary for now. Alright, welcome back to Deathwind, by the way, but now it's gotten worse. And deadlier. And windier. More death, more wind. This one you can do 4 laps perfectly and still die. Because it's so narrow and you get ping-ponged back and forth, it's not great. So I'm just trying to keep this on the straight and narrow. Yeah, exclamation point D for the donate, exclamation point I for incentives. Go check them out. There's some other fun ones that are out there. Again, all for a good cause, folks. Canadian Cancer Society, we're here to support. So this is all for a fun, good cause for us here. We're having some fun for a good cause, I should say. So make sure that if you can, even $5, you know, can go a long way if we all band together. And you can get yourself, there's also, it looks like there's some stuff you can also get in on for donations, some other incentives as well. Like if you donate, I think you get some Infernax possibly, you get a raffle for a Steam key, possibly get yourself a GLC shirt. Some cool stuff that's out there. Two death, two win, yes. Oddly enough, we're actually having a pretty decent run on this course so far. I just realized I said that with 2 laps to go. Anything can still happen. Uh-oh. Now, this is where the danger starts. We have a very crowded pit. Here we go. There goes almost half my health. Oh, goodness. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. We need to limp this home. We have about 1/3 of our health with 1 lap to go. Okay. Whew. I will say, so Infernax, I basically 100% of that game. It is wonderful. If you like games like Xanadu, Castlevania 2, Zelda 2, you owe it to yourself to check that game out. And you have a chance to get a key by donating. So hey, do it to it. It's a solid game though, it really is. It's also very metal. The art in it's gross and disgusting, and it's perfect. Okay, so welcome to Port Town 2. This is the Green Hell. The twisty little section that's there. This one's a silent killer. This is actually a pretty long course, and again, anything can go wrong. It's kind of narrow, especially in that green section. It can go really sideways, both figuratively and literally. We're trying to avoid that from happening. But sometimes, stuff like that happens, where we end up with cars in front of us in this very narrow section. Oh, that was close.
I'm just going to take the opportunity here really quick to announce that we have a $25 donation from Lord Fancypuss, simply saying, quite good.
Quite good. Oh man, thank you LFP.
Thank you very, very much.
Donation. Very cool. All right, 2 laps to go to get out of this one. Next up is Red Canyon 2. Again, calm before the actual firestorm at the end. And I have a favor to ask of you fine folks. When we do get to the final stage, and that's Firefield, I want you guys to show me your favorite jam emotes, your favorite music-related emotes, anything, any dancing-related emotes. Just go ham with that stuff, because that is a real good track that does not get a lot of love. And not to mention, I'm going to need a lot of moral support for that one. That course is scary, and is the longest, most technical course in the game. Almost went sideways there. All right. So Red Canyon 2, this one has a fun shortcut that I think most of us found when we were kids, but the moment you find it, it's super fun. If you haven't seen it before, I'll show it to you. It's an intended shortcut. The Gold Fox barely has enough speed to make it, but there it is. Rather than having to go through the minefield on the right, you can just go into the wall that has a ramp there. And there's some ramps out in the middle of nowhere. But if you cut it short, you die. I think the NPC cars are probably the worst things to deal with overall. Funnily enough, like you didn't really see that too much once the game progressed. I mean, F-Zero X and F-Zero GX, you had 30 racers that were all actual playable characters at that time, which was pretty nutty. The F-Zero franchise is really good. It is really, really good. And if it's something that you've slept on or just haven't really got into, go check it out. It's definitely worth your time. The controls are tight, the music is great, the graphics are good, and literally all of them. The console releases especially. I will say that the handheld one, Maximum Velocity, for the GBA is extremely difficult. That is a very, very hard game. GP Legend is a little more accessible. Climax is kind of difficult. But you owe it to yourself to play the mainline F-Zero games. The first one, X and GX. Absolutely. GX is a masterwork, by the way, and still holds up nearly 20 years later. So it came out in 2003, so next year will be the 20-year anniversary of that game. Can you believe it? All right, friends. We're here. We're at the 51-minute mark. The run should have been done quite some time ago. It is Firefield, the last track, 5 laps. Let's go. So, someone made the point about this, that Super Mario Kart, or the Mario Kart series, finishes with Rainbow Road, bright, cheery, happy. F-Zero finishes with a burning hellscape. Let's see those emotes, people. Just let that sink in for a second.
Jumping in again really quick because we have another $10 donation from Chuckles W73 saying Kid Drac is the best Castlevania game, and I don't think you're wrong.
Oh my goodness gracious. Kid Drac, absolute garbage. Just like Kid Drac is the golden fox of the Castlevania series. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm a CV4 runner. I love the Castlevania series, hands down, but just Kid Drac, we don't mix. Thank you, Chuckles. Much appreciated the donation, bud. Oh boy. Wow, what a pass. What a pass. That was actually gonna be really sketchy. That bass line, the drum in this, it's so good. Sorry for my silence, it requires a lot of focus. This one especially is really, really rough. Also, I really enjoy the music. One to go. Let's do it. Oh, that RNG'd. Come on, this is the last lap. We're just gonna keep it together. Put the hands up. We need the energy. We're down to half health. Come on, Golden Fox, hold it together. Make it to the winner's circle. Just do it. I don't care if it's third place. That's time, baby. 55, 58. Underestimate after all that nonsense. Can you believe it? On the brink of death. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we did King League Deathless. We did King League Deathless, the most difficult league of them all. I wasn't so sure. I didn't want to die on the home stretch. My goodness gracious. There it is. The Golden Fox, folks. Standard difficulty Grand Prix, all 15 tracks, and you got to see a whole mess of it. Still underestimate. No less. It wasn't at all pretty, but it was kitty. Yes, indeed. Shoutouts to my cat for doing that for us. But nonetheless, folks, again, thank you very, very much. Strizer, anyone else that was involved with bringing F-Zero to Kingdom Cancer. Appreciate it. Go for it.
All right, that was F-Zero with RetrophileTV. That was incredible. That was going real fast, getting bonked all over the place, and just being bullied in at 400 miles per hour. All right, everybody, that is the end of day number 2 in Game Over Cancer. I'm going to ask everybody to come back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That would be Atlantic Standard Time. We are kicking off again with Stewie Cartman. We are playing multiple classic Mario games, so that is very fun. But I do also want to update some people with some more donation totals before I go, because just a moment ago, we did get another $25 donation from This Is Me Gaming, saying congrats on Almost Deathless in Golden Fox. Save the Animals in Super Metroid. Okay, so that does put Save the Animals ahead a little bit more, which is also very, very good. Oh, 6 Eastern, I apologize. That was wrong. It's getting tired at this time zone. But that does put our total up to $632 US now, which is absolutely incredible for the weekend starts. So I want to thank everybody who donated, everybody who hosted, everybody who rated, everybody for all of their generosity for the end of the evening. This was absolutely awesome. And I really want to hope to see everybody tomorrow, because this is just the beginning of all the action for all the weekend. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be going 24 hours a day, all up until Sunday evening. All right, everybody, I'm calling it here. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow. See ya!